Hello and welcome everybody to Game 2 of Machine vs. Destiny from MLG Providence 2011. This is going to be Game 2 of a best of 3 played in the open winners bracket at MLG Providence. This was a game that wasn't cast at all, wasn't caught on any of the streams, so I thought I would cast it so that some people could see some games. I know Destiny is a big popular player out there, and Machine is also a pretty well-known player. I know he gets a lot of views on his stream when he streams as well. So I thought this might be a set of games that people might want to watch. Speaking of Machine, spawning in the top right position of Tal'Darim altar as the Red Zerg, playing from Team Evil Geniuses, we have Machine. Spawning in that top left position of Tal'Darim altar as the Blue Zerg, playing from Team Quantic. Yes, I know his tag says Root, but Root is a team that does not exist anymore. We have Destiny. So, Machine was the winner of Game 1. He just went for an early fast expand before pool, and Destiny's early gas pool opening just didn't quite do the damage he really needed it to do, and EGMachine just slowly crept ahead with that economic and supply lead. So Destiny was just not able to quite catch up. So here in Game 2, if Destiny of course takes this game, he's going to be pushing this series to a Game 3. Let's all hope for that, just because, well, I just like to see best of 3s go to a full 3 games. So, looks like Destiny going to be going for a very similar build as he went for in Game 1. Going to be opening up with that very fast gas, followed by that spawning pool. Immediately going to start mining 3 harvesters on that gas, so he's going to be looking to get up that very fast Zergling speed. One nice little thing to note is if you start mining gas right when you start your pool, you will get about 100 gas right when your spawning pool finishes, and you'll be able to immediately start your Zergling speed. So that's one little nice timing that's good to know. If you get your gas geyser up, the moment you start your pool and you put 3 guys in gas, you'll have about 100 gas when that spawning pool pops, and you can immediately start getting that Zergling speed. Now, it looks like Machine has decided not to go for the fast expand on this map, which is kind of a strange decision. I don't know whether he just decided that based on wanting to apply a little bit more pressure. As we can see, he did also go for a gas pool opening. Notice he has now pulled guys off of gas. Destiny is still mining gas, despite having gotten that Zergling speed already up and started. Both players pretty much identical builds at this point. If we check out the production tab, we can see that both players' metabolic boost is about exactly evenly timed. There's one slight deviation in that Destiny went for 1 extra drone, while Machine went for 1 extra set of lings. So Machine's going to have 6 lings actually coming out right now, and so he's going to have a slight ling advantage, but Destiny's going to have the very, very ever so slight economic advantage right now. If we check out the harvester count right now, yeah, we can see that Machine is 14 harvesters to the 16 of Destiny. Baneling Nest now going up for Destiny. No Baneling Nest quite yet for Machine, but Machine is going to be throwing up that fast hatchery, really relying on these Zerglings to be able to do some pressure on his opponent right now. Notice he has scouted his opponent, sending in this 1 Zergling ahead of time to get some good scouting information on his opponent. Going to be able to see everything that Destiny's going for, including that Baneling Nest. He's going to know that Destiny is going to be sitting on 1 base here for a little while, maybe getting a little bit aggressive, and as we can see, he's now going to be a little bit careful with his lings. At this point, he's not going to be too worried that Destiny's going to be getting up a ling speed faster than him, just because the speed at which he got his ling speed was a pretty quick ling speed, so he's going to be pretty sure that his opponent isn't going to have that much earlier of a ling speed than he will. Because even if you go for an earlier gas pool opening than that, you're just not going to have that many drones, so you wouldn't even be able to get that much faster of a Zergling speed anyway if you went for any earlier of a gas than both of these players went for in this game. Now we are going to be beginning a little bit of that tug-of-war. Does Destiny know that this expansion went up? I don't think he does. Oh no, he did see that expansion go up, and he's now throwing down that expansion hatchery of his own, but Machine has a lot of Zerglings right now. Currently, we see 18 Zerglings to the 6 of Destiny. 2 Banelings are currently on the way for Destiny, and we see 3 currently on the field right now for Machine. Is he actually being aggressive with those? I think he's just being defensive with those. Yeah, he's leaving a couple of banelings back home in case there's any kind of run-bys like that, any kind of tricky stuff from Destiny. He wants to be able to use those banelings defensively, leaving him there at the top of the ramp. Really, really like that placement from Machine. Destiny, of course, he doesn't have quite as good of an advantage here as he doesn't have a ramp here. And ooh, here we go. The banelings are now moving forward, trying to force away these lings so that he can throw up this hatchery, which is exactly what Destiny is doing. Hatchery is now going up, but look at this. Machine's hatchery is already up and mining. If we check out the harvester count right now, we can see that Machine is actually not that far ahead at all, just because he has produced so many Zerglings. A lot of newer players in Destiny's position will say right now, oh my god, it feels like my opponent is ages ahead of me right now. I know he's got his other base up right now. I'm just now starting my hatchery. He's got so many Zerglings, and you're going to feel like you're in such a terrible position. But the fact that Machine made all of these Zerglings means that he didn't make a lot of drones, and so that you most likely have a decent drone advantage. Now, it looks like Destiny's going to be sending in a few lings here to get as much scouting information as he can. I'll see the Baneling Nest has gone up there for Machine. Do we have any other tech? Roach Warren just being started for Destiny. No Roach Warren quite yet for Machine. Not a second Gas Geyser yet either. Only one Gas Geyser currently up. He's currently focusing on trying to get more drones at his expansion. Destiny right now also doing the same right now, getting some drones up, but also mixing in a number of lings and banelings. Wants to keep increasing very slowly, wants to keep increasing the number of banelings that he has just for defensive purposes, in case his opponent decides to go for any kind of early big Zergling attacks. Then he's going to immediately have the forces necessary. This is, of course, very cheap on Larva, and with just 4 Banelings, you can deal with a lot of Zerglings if you get some good hits off with those Zerglings. Now, Machine looks like he's going to continue to try to be aggressive. He's got 2 Banelings morphing that he looks like he's going to be sending them directly into the mineral line. They are going to be poking right up around here in Destiny. He does spot it, and he's now going to be pulling back all of his drones, and he's going to be relying on these spine crawlers to deal the necessary damage to those Banelings. The Banelings go down, doing only a little bit of damage to those spine crawlers. Good play there by Destiny. Really, 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 really like that safe play. Destiny throwing up another spine crawler, trying to be absolutely safe. Wants to use as much of his larva as he can on drones. This is such smart play here from Destiny, relying on spine crawlers and banelings for defense. Very, very cheap on larva, meaning that all of his larva can be devoted to getting up more and more drones. But of course, Machine has been on 2 hatcheries for a lot longer, and if we check out the harvester count right now, we can see that they are pretty much even. Destiny's actually a couple harvesters up right now just because he's been so cost efficient with his defense. Machine now feeling a little bit worried, knows that his opponent is ahead in the roach count, and he could potentially be going for some kind of a roach ling all in right now, so he needs to get up a little bit of defense there. And I think actually this is actually a little much from Machine, I think, at this point. I think 4 spine crawlers is probably pushing it quite a bit, but he doesn't actually have any roach Warren going down quite yet for Machine, so maybe that's not too bad after all. 4 spines is going to be good to, do we actually have 5 spines now going down here for Machine? That's going to be quite a bit to defend against roaches. This is one way that we've been seeing players play more commonly now. By delaying their roaches, they can get up lots more drones, and they can just throw up lots of spine crawlers. Spine crawlers are really, really, really good against unupgraded roaches. They actually do very, very, very well. So this allows you to drone up much, much harder, get lots and lots more drones up, and this defense is really, really good for a very, very small cost. And as you can see, he's just continuing to add spine crawlers about once every 30 seconds or so to compensate, just in case Destiny is going for any kind of mass roach right now and not actually droning up very much. But as we can see, that's not quite what Destiny is doing. He's getting up lots and lots of drones. We see upgrades are up on the way right now. Double evolution chamber currently up, researching that +1 missile attacks as well as that +1 ground carapace. And in the base of Machine right now, relying strictly on lings right now, there is a Spire going up right now. So it looks like Machine is going to be going for mutas in this matchup, and Destiny did spot it with that beautifully timed Overseer. Really, really like that Overseer from Destiny. Was able to see the Spire going up, and we are now going to start to see, yes, there we go. Now we do have the Spore Crawlers now coming up for Destiny. There was an Overseer scout that went into the base of Machine as well. Hydralisk Den has now been started for Destiny. Now there's 2 schools of thought for mid-game ZVZ. One is kind of what Machine is going for. You get up lots of defenses early on. You get up lots and lots of drones. You rely on Lings for map control, and then you get up a Spire, get up lots and lots of very fast mutas, and try to really take advantage of the mobility of mutas. The other line of thought is that Roach Hydra is actually really, really good. Hydras, of course, do very, very well against Mutalisks, but you have to remember that Hydralisks are also slow. Mutalisks can poke in here, get a few drone kills, and when all the Hydralisks come here to defend, just immediately pull back to the back of the base and start killing off drones there as well. And you can continue to harass as long as your control is very good. Now, Destiny has gotten Infestation Pit down. That is going to help tremendously against Mutalisks because Mutalisks do tend to clump up quite a bit, and if Mutalisks, or if you do get a good fungal growth off, and Machine taking a lot of damage on those Mutalisks. But if your Infestors can get some good fungal growths out, you can actually potentially take out like 30 Mutalisks with just a few fungal growths, and it's really, really, really strong if you can do it. If you can do it, the really, really top players like Idra are actually split their mutas, almost like you see Terran players split their Marines. You'll see them split up their Mutalisks during battles and before the battle. You'll see them spread them all out into small groups and then attack so that the fungal growths become much less effective. Now you can see that Machine is going to be expanding here while he is getting up these Mutalisks, and while he's applying pressure with these Mutalisks, Destiny pretty much just can't move out right now. He's got a slower army that he cannot, if he decides to push out to the front of his opponent's base, he just can't get back here in time if those Mutalisks decide to go for any kind of a big counterattack. And as you can see, Machine is threatening to do some damage, trying to look for any stray overlords that he can find right now. And Destiny, Link's coming in right now, going to try to deny the third of Destiny, but these Roaches are going to be in position to put a stop to that. +2 Zerg missile attacks is on the way. Infestors are now coming up for Destiny as well. Machine continuing to get up more and more tech right now. Hive tech already on the way. Baneling speed has been started here, and it looks like these mutas are now going to try to move into the natural expansion. Oh no, a little bit of miscontrol there by Machine. Takes a lot of needless damage there on his Mutalisks. Now going to be finding a couple of overlords to pick off. In the meantime, lots of Zerglings going to be rallying across the map. Looks like he's going to be relying on heavy numbers of Lings and Banelings to take out Hydralisks, while Mutas will be left to take out the Roaches. He's going to need to control his Banelings very, very well. Banelings do extremely well against Hydralisks. Hydralisks are light units, and so they are very, very weak to Baneling hits. Banelings can actually wipe out Hydras quite a bit unless Destiny spreads out his Hydras as much as he can. Now, we do have a third up for Destiny. If we check out that Harvester count, holy cow, is Machine ahead in Harvesters. Machine is way ahead, 76 Harvesters, 260, and he's now transferring drones to that third base as well. So they're actually going to be fairly even on economy, despite Machine being so much up in Harvesters. Once you get past about 23 Harvesters, then a base pretty much becomes fully saturated, and more drones really won't get you that much more minerals than about 23 Harvesters will, so that's something to keep in mind. But notice there is a secret expansion now in the bottom right corner for Machine that Destiny does not yet know about. He's sending one Zergling around the map, but he still has not scouted this lower position, and this could be huge for Machine. He's had that expansion up and mining for just a little bit. Destiny now poking into this base down here, seeing that not a whole lot of other expansions are currently up. Will Destiny have the insight necessary to say, I don't really see 3 bases worth of resources in the units that you have right now. It is possible that you have another base up and running somewhere. It doesn't look like it. This Zergling is going to continue to move around the map. Is he going to know? Is he going to find out? I don't think he is, and this is actually going to cause him to be way behind. Destiny has actually been producing a lot of Roaches and a lot of Hydras right now, so his food count is way high. Machine has been focusing on more economic style play, where he's got only 156 food, but he has 4 bases up, so he'll be able to produce very, very quickly. And we see a lot of tech coming up right now for Machine. We do see Adrenal Glands coming on the way. That is, of course, going to be the Zergling speed upgrade. We see +2 Carapace as well as +2 melee attacks up right now. All these Roaches are now moving in. They are currently 2-1 in upgrades, and oh no, it looks like as soon as Destiny moved in, Machine immediately went for the counterattack. Destiny being forced to cancel that hatchery, and now all the Zerglings are going to move into the third right now, and Destiny, I think, is going to lose his third. He's going to be pretty much all in at this point. He doesn't have enough to be able to deal with this. Baneling's coming in, actually getting a lot of kills off there, but he's moving into this third and starting to look very, very threatening. Lots of Hydralisks and Infestors are in the mix as well. Destiny now moving into the third, starting to pick off a lot of units here, and it looks like they are going to be trading their thirds, but again, Destiny is not aware of this base in the lower right-hand position, and now looks like Machine is going to lose this base. This base has gone down, and it looks like it's going to be a bit of a base trade situation. There are 3 spine crawlers here, but is he going to have enough to be able to deal with this number of Mutalisks? This Mutalisk count here is very, very high. And this 1 queen and 2 spore crawlers is not going to be enough to be able to deal with it. In the meantime, this Roach Hydra Force is continuing to push in on Machine, but notice how high Machine's food is right now. He's already up at almost 200 supply, and Destiny down to only 170 supply right now. Oh, Infestors are now coming out, but Destiny, is he going to lose those Infestors? Needs to get those fungal growths off. Doesn't quite do it, but Machine not controlling his Mutalisks the best either, and he's carelessly losing a lot of Mutalisks to these spore crawlers, and all the Mutalisks have gone down. Ultralisks are now out for Machine, though, and he is now starting to deal a lot of damage to the forces of Destiny. Destiny now being forced to pull back. Destiny still only mining on 2 bases, but notice that his main is completely mined out. He's still got some resources there at his natural, and Machine is in such full-out macro mode right now. He does currently have a lot of Ultralisks on the field. He is currently at Hive Tech. Is Destiny anywhere even near Hive Tech? No, he hasn't even started his Hive Tech right now. A lot of idle drones right now. Nothing actually harvesting this gas extractor. That is actually a big mistake here by Destiny. That is going to be a huge difference in unit numbers for Destiny, and that is going to be a critical mistake for Destiny. Having only 3 gas geysers mining is going to be a huge loss, and Destiny's still not realizing that all these drones are not mining anywhere at all. Machine still mining on this 3rd base down here, and now taking a 4th base as well. Machine going to be in such a good position to win this match. Destiny is going to have to do something crazy if he wants to be able to catch back up. And man, he's going to be kicking himself later when he watches this replay and realizes there were bases up and running down here the entire time. And holy Ultralisks, Batman, that is a lot of Ultralisks now moving across the field. We do currently see more Ultralisks on the production tab of Machine. He's going to be sending them across the map. Some Zerglings are now out. These Zerglings are currently 2-2 in upgrade. The Ultralisks are 2-4 in upgrades. Those are going to be very tanky Ultralisks. Some Banelings coming in right now, almost like Scout Banelings coming in right now, seeing that Destiny is just now repopulating this hatchery, this 3rd hatchery, and it is not even up yet. Destiny has got to be wondering where all these resources are coming from right now. Does he still not know about these bases? No, he's going right now to check with this Overseer, and when he sees that there is no base here, he is... Come on, Destiny, you gotta be wondering what is going on right now. How is my opponent getting so many Ultralisks? How is he getting so much of these forces when I know I denied that 3rd right now? He's gotta be wondering what the heck is going on right now. Where are all these resources coming from for Machine? Machine is getting close to maxed out right now, and it looks like he's gonna be moving in once again. He has added an Overseer to the army in case Destiny has decides to try to do any kind of funny burrow play. And or burrowed infestor play, and here come all the Ultralisks right now. Destiny dropping down as many infested Terran Marines as he can, and Machine doing the brilliant pullback here, just going to be pulling back and saying, you know what, if you're going to drop down all those infested Terran Marines, I'm going to pull back for just a few minutes and wait until all these infested Terrans are done, and now your infestors are going to be seriously lacking energy, and now I'm just going to move back in over here at this new position, and here he comes. So many forces now moving in, 2-4 in upgrades right now. So much damage. These Ultralisks do have splash damage, but wow, is Destiny actually going to be able to hold the ramp? Looks like he does actually manage to hold the ramp, and Destiny still does not know about either of these bases from Machine, and Machine now just pulling back right now. Destiny currently at the food advantage, but definitely not the tech advantage. Just now getting his burrow upgrades up. +3 coming up right now for Machine. He's going to be so tanky with all of these Ultralisks. And he's going to be in such a fantastic position right now. No other upgrades or tech coming down right now for Machine, so it looks like he is going to be sitting on this Ultralisk tech here for quite a while, and there's just really nothing Destiny can do. He's mining on this 3rd base. His natural is getting very close to being mined out. He's starting to get another expansion here, but Machine is completely all over the place with these Zerglings, and this is the advantage of getting all these Zerglings up. By having all these Zerglings, you just have so much map control, and oh no, Destiny actually didn't cancel that, so he actually lost that 300 resources there, and it looks like Machine is once again reaching super high Ultralisk numbers, and Destiny God, man, he's got to be wondering. He's got to be wondering what is going on. Where are all these Ultralisks coming from? Ultralisks are so expensive, and Machine just has so many of them right now. Looks like some Ultralisks are coming in from this position, but some are also coming in from this angle as well. Multi-pronged attacks are going down right now, and it looks like Machine is going to be able to... Oh, no, Destiny is actually going to be able to hold off this attack right now. Ultralisk just not doing that well against these Roaches. These Roaches are currently 2-2 in upgrades, and these Hydras have such high DPS that he's actually able to hold off these Ultralisks. I can't believe it. I thought those Ultralisks would eat right through that Roach Hydra army, and Destiny now starting to push back on his opponent right now. Needs to be expanding behind this. Needs to expand very, very soon behind this. And oh man, so many Ultralisks from Machine are going to be coming around trying to catch these units out of position before they get up the ramp right now. Wants to fight on the ramp, wants to prevent his opponent from getting into his base. Right now, Ultralisks are falling, though, to these Roaches, as these Roaches do move just a little bit faster than these Ultralisks do, I believe. Yeah, just a smidgen faster. The move speed of the Ultralisk is 2.95 to the 3 move speed of Roaches, plus that 0.9, so those Roaches are actually quite a bit faster than those Ultralisks, especially once they are on creep. And yeah, it's actually the creep is what gives them that plus 9 movement upgrade. Man, Destiny still has not scouted these lower bases. The economy of Machine is completely ridiculous right now. 67 Harvesters, 238. He's just so far ahead of his opponent right now. Destiny's got to be feeling good. He's on that 200 army, but he's not being able to take an expansion, and that cannot feel very good. He's not in a good place to be able to defend right now because he doesn't have the mobility advantage. When you have the mobility advantage in the game, you have the map control advantage. And ooh, here we go. Destiny's forces are going to be caught out in the middle of the map. He's not going to be fighting in a choke as he was before, and now these Ultralisks are finally getting the surface area that they really wanted to get, and now they are just crushing through that Roach Hydra army. Destiny trying to drop as many infested Terran Marines as he can, but they are going down so quickly to these Ultralisks, which are now 3-5 in upgrades. They are so strong, cutting through all those Hydras, and Destiny not able to reproduce because he just doesn't have the resources necessary. 99 food to the 158 food of Machine. He is just remaxing very quickly on Ultralisks and Zerglings, and Destiny still just forced to produce nothing but Roaches. Machine taking yet another base right now, showing such huge dominance in this matchup, showing his understanding of the ZVZ matchup. Oh my goodness, and of course just being very, very sneaky with those extra expansions. And ooh, looks like the Overseer has arrived, and the rest of the Hydralisks are going to go down for Destiny too, because of course Hydralisks are pretty much the slowest unit in the game. They are so slow. And oh, look at Machine pressuring the base with the Ultralisks while he goes for the Zergling counterattack and denying this base once again. That is going to be a huge loss for Destiny, and I just do not see Destiny coming back in this game at all. And here finally Destiny is going to be sending that Overlord down to that lower position. He's going to see all these minerals are low on resources, and he's going to know my opponent has been mining on that for so long, and I think that is going to be the GG for Destiny. The second he sees that base, I think that's going to be GG, and I'm actually going to go to Destiny's vision right now and see exactly what Destiny sees. Here we go. This is the Destiny cam right now, and here we go with that Overlord. He does actually spot that base is down there. Didn't actually check out the minerals or anything down there, but man, Destiny's not going to be feeling good from seeing that base right down there. And here come the huge Ultralisk numbers from Machine. So many Banelings coming in, taking out all the Hydralisks, and just whatever they can connect with. So many Infestors going down right now, and that is going to be GG. There's the GG. Well played from Destiny. The GG from Machine. Good luck from Destiny, and that is going to wrap up this best of 3. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this best of 3. If you want to catch some more MLG Providence games, I'm going to be casting more and more of these games for the rest of the week. Hope you guys enjoyed that cast. If you did, please comment down below and let me know what you liked. Let me know what you didn't like. And then, of course, hit that subscribe button. Just hit 150 subscribers today, and I am so excited about that. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Glitch out.